We keep working our way through League One, but we have two massive games of the season. Win both of these, and I would be confident we're going up champions. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta save. I am Cultured Left Foot and it's a pleasure to have you with me. If you're enjoying the series, please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down there. I think it is one of these ways. Yes, it's going very well. Welcome back, everybody. We've played a lot of games yet again. We were going to come back earlier, but the Doncaster game got postponed, so we're still coming back for the Doncaster game because it's a top-of-the-table clash, as is Cardiff. So these are two massive games we're coming back for. I'm trying to really remember when we were last together, and once again I can't, so I'm going to suggest it was somewhere around here. But results have been good. We lost in the league to Bolton, and that's it in terms of losses in the league. FA Cup third round, we drew with Brighton away from home and then lost 3-2 at home. 68th minute, they made it 3-1. We made it 3-2 in the 77th, but couldn't then go and find the equaliser. Portsmouth, we beat them 4-1. Lost to Bolton 1-0. Really disappointing, but Bolton have now dropped off the title race. Southend, we drew... Portsmouth, beat 3-1 again. Beaten 4-1, then 3-1, which was good. Stansfield, Garbutt and Selva getting the goals. Southend, 2-2. Really disappointing draw. We battered them, but they managed to get 2 goals out of it. Mansfield, we beat them 2-1. Garbutt scoring a penalty and Candil getting a goal for us as well. 1-1 against Shrewsbury. Steve Milner scored in the first minute to open his account for the club. Northampton 2-1, we beat them, Costanzo, and then a penalty from Harry Charsley. Port Vale, we beat them 1-0 with Steve Milner getting another goal. Walsall, we beat them 3-1. Mackenzie, the new boy, and Milner, the other new boy, both on the score sheet. We've just lost to Tottenham 2-1 in the EFL Trophy Southern quarter-finals. They scored an OG in the 95th minute. It was just that little bit of fitness, that little bit of determination. They had a little bit more than us. And Stanley made it 2-1 in the 95th minute from a corner. And then we've just beaten MK Dons 3-2. So it's not all smooth. It's pretty smooth sailing, but not in terms of results. We're not battering people like we sort of did earlier on-ish in the season, like 3-0, 3-0, 2-0. We're still pretty solid at the back. We've conceded a couple more goals recently. But yeah, it's... I think the AI sort of scouts and stuff are figuring out the tactics, so we need to be a little bit inventive. So we have got a second tactic now that we're training in a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, we don't have wingers, but Mackenzie and Milner can both play in these inside forward roles quite well. Baloney, Mackenzie, Sissoko can all play the pressing forward sort of job as well. But generally, it is still the 3 at the back with the libero. I think I don't know. I've got a sneaky feeling that if we get to the Championship, the libero role might struggle. This whole formation may struggle, but I don't know. We'll see if we get there. So, but it is going very, very well. It is all ticking over quite nicely. This is the team we're going to use to go and play Doncaster. And the league is looking, albeit pretty good, slightly tight. We have a game in hand against Cardiff and Doncaster, and we're 3 points clear. So we could technically go 6 points clear of both of them today if results go in our way. We could really put ourselves out of sight of Doncaster because that's who we're playing today. So if we win, we'll be on 77, they'll be on 66, and that's a 9-point difference. And then after that, we're playing Cardiff away, and that's a crucial game because we really, really will need to win that. A likelihood is that Cardiff... well, we've got the game in hand, so if we win it today, it does really help. But Cardiff will give us a big challenge, definitely. Yeah, Bolton, they're still in and around the title race, but, you know, 9 points here. I've got a game in hand on them. I'm pretty much counting them out. But the other big names are up there, as you had imagined. Crewe having a disappointing season down in the relegation spots. Hopefully, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Crewe. I'm hoping they can have a bit of safety in there. But in terms of the players, we've not got anything too special, really. We haven't got an out-and-out goal scorer. I tried to sign Chris Kenyon in the window, but they weren't having any of it, and he cost 2.1 million. Luke Garbutt, the ageing left wing-back, is up there with assists. Lovely stuff with 9. And Will Dennis with 17 clean sheets. He's been absolutely superb again this year. In January, we held off interest from Celtic for him, and that has just reminded me is that we probably haven't done our transfer news. In terms of outs, we sold Ryan Clampin 25k. He's gone to Accrington Stanley. And that's the only out. On the ins, we bought in Steve Milner from Man United, £275,000, 4 goals in 8 games. Clearly got very good skills. His finishing isn't brilliant, but everything else is really good. He was banging in goals for fun in the under-23s for Man United, 17 and 22. 17 and 27, 15 and 21, and 1 and 2. So I was very happy to take a punt for him. Scouts were very, very excited when they scouted him, so bought him in 275k. We also got in Thomas McKenzie from Leicester. Good finishing, good composure, good pace, good acceleration. He is doing well, 7.27, 2 goals in 3 games. He's doing nicely. He doesn't quite have the record that Milner has, 7 in 24, 8 in 25. They did pay reasonably money for him off Ipswich, so I'm hoping, that we can get something out of it. I think 110k could be a bit of a bargain, and I'm hoping that progresses quite well. And then we've also found a free transfer in Mike Alexander Akkelsen, who has got a lot of potential about him. 18 years old from Norway on a free transfer, one of those players that has just come into the game as an unattached player. Really good teamwork, good work rate. Free kick taken is superb, which is brilliant. And he's currently playing in the under-23s. 3 goals in 5 games as a centre-back is pretty damn good in the under-23. So looking forward to keeping an eye on him. And obviously we confirmed the transfer of Batistuta Kokubinski on a permanent deal when his contract expired from Estudiantes. He's had a good season for us again so far. Hasn't disappointed any year, and at the moment is starting reasonably well on his full-time contract as well. But that's enough of that. Let's get into the game. And I've got a question for you all, because the pasta question went down so well. My next question is, what's your favourite type of sausage? Obviously, there's Cumberland, Lincolnshire, pork and apple, onion and garlic. There's all sorts of sausages. What is your favourite sausage? I am a big fan of a Lincolnshire sausage or Cumberland sausage. It's got to be pork. That's why Singapore's a bit crap, because sausages in Singapore aren't very good. They're generally pretty terrible, to be honest. So, back to football. This isn't a cooking show. Milner is going to start on the bench. We're going to give Baloney the nod for his experience. They don't. No one up there has a connection. Let's start with the 2 new boys. Milner and McKenzie. Candill sitting just behind. Candill's dropped off a lot recently, and I mean a lot. His performances really haven't been up to scratch. He gets the nod in this game. Last game off camera. MK Dons. I accidentally played Harry Charsley as a libero, and he got like a 7. So, push comes to shove, he can fill in there as well. He's been filling in at wing-back quite a lot today. We are the favourites. Ooh, we are at home. Go and give the fans a performance, because it is a crucial game in the title race, actually. I think it is. We've put ourselves in a great position in the league to really go and extend our place at the top. So, and we deserve it, I think. If you consider the 3 years we've been in League, well, the 2.5 seasons we've been in League One, we've probably been the best team every single season, just missed out in the playoffs. Like, in terms of consistency and results, we haven't been the best team, so obviously we haven't won the league. But as Garbutt gets into the area, he's tackled, but Watson clears. But I think overall, as the teams that have just stayed in League One, we've been the best. And if we don't get promoted this year, it will be heartbreaking. But Candill over the corner, swings it in, it's headed away. Garbutt will get there. Harris into Garbutt. Garbutt to Selva. He's been huge, Selva, on loan from AC Milan. He's been absolutely brilliant. All the way back to Dennis, that's fine. We can keep the ball and look to reset and start again. Costanzo. Back to Dennis again. Now just keep it short. That's good. Selva. A bit of space on the left, bit of space in the middle as well. Dennis out to Costanzo. We're trying to just pull them out of shape. That's better. Luznig on the right-hand side. Luznig comes forward. He's done really well at right wing. What a ball into Milner. Milner's in. Oh, he just didn't connect properly. And he's put it past the post. But a positive start from the boys in amber. Amber and black stripes, which is very, very good. We demand a bit more from them. Again, a draw isn't the end of the world, to be honest, in this game. In these 2 games, draws aren't the end of the world. There is plenty we can do if we get draws. It keeps us on top. It keeps us with the difference being the same on points. And will we still have a game in hand? No, if Cardiff aren't playing today, then we won't. But we'll still have a game in hand against Doncaster. Garbutt swings across in back post. Candill's totally free onto his left foot. Oh, he places it in the corner. A lovely finish from Nordine Candill. I was saying he's out of form. He's come back to try and prove me wrong. 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 goal for us. So not the best stats, but Garbutt did well here. I think he was just trying to put this back into the mixer, but it went all the way across to Candil, and then, yeah, just stuck it past the keeper. Probably could do better, the goalkeeper, but it's 1-0 up, so I really don't care. They're probably going to come at us a little bit now. We're going to drop to cautious just to... No, we're not. We're going to drop to balanced just to see if we can hold on. Graham, cross it across with Palmer, Brown, and again, Mitchell. Now, Graham is really good. He's a bloody nuisance whenever we play Doncaster. Milner comes forward, goes the long way round, all the way from the left-hand side to the right, puts it back across the Garbutt. Oh, I thought it was going to be a wonderful strike. Over the bar, though, and not too much going on there. Let's go for a little get creative, see if we can give them a bit of inspiration, as Lusnig throws it into Volpato. So Volpato, his contract's expiring at the end of the summer, and we tried to sign him, and he's agreed to join Charlton, the bastard. Mackenzie, can he cut this back across? He tries. Lusnig, he'll try as well, but it's blocked and Rowe will bring it away. So yeah, Volpato rejected us and has agreed a move to Charlton, which I'm very disappointed about. Because he's been playing reasonably well for us. He has picked up a yellow card there, something we'll have to keep an eye on. Palmer Brown, Candil heads it away. Murray into Barrow. Barrow back to Palmer Brown. Doncaster just trying to keep the ball a bit. Obviously they've had to travel a long way down to Folkestone from the north to the south coast. Palmer Brown into Barrow. Barrow, we're putting him under good pressure. They've got a guy just called Joe at the back. Interesting. Palmer Brown, Barrow, Joe. Garbutt with the header. Volpato should get there. Harris, can he pick out a pass? He's gone long. Mackenzie will pick up the headed clearance though. Back to Volpato. Costanzo looks over the top. Lusnig brings it down. Now, can he put a cross in? Oh, he's given the ball away. He was looking for Candil in that attacking midfield spot. Harris has intercepted Milner. Back to Harris. Back into Milner. Milner shoots! And there we go. His 5th goal of the season. The signing from Man United. Number 40 for Folkestone Invicta has put it 2-0. And that is a lovely, lovely goal. I don't know why I skipped it. I really actually wanted to see that because it looked like a lovely finish. But at half-time, 2-0. We're keeping Doncaster quiet. And I think we just have to say... Now I could do... Can I do... No, okay. We'll go calmly. I'm happy with how it's going. And then we'll just say calmly, you know, faith and all that jiggery pokery good stuff. But yeah, look at this. It'll be 6 points clear of Cardiff and 9 points clear of Doncaster if we can hold on. As I look back to Costanzo, back to Dennis, and I'm more than happy to just keep the ball building up from the back. Costanzo, Volpato is there. I'm just wondering if we ask, do we tell Volpato don't go diving into tackles and stuff? As Dennis to Selva, lots of space out left, but goes through the middle to Harris. Harris to Candil. Candil comes forward, lots of space on the right hand side for Lusnig. But great ball through to Milner, and he's hit the post. I didn't even see that pass from Candil. I did not even see that run and pass. That is incredible. Let's just make sure Ross is happy with who we're kicking quite hard. Overall, though, this is going very well. Let's give him a bit of praise. So that'll kick in when we press play. Games on. Mackenzie's not having the best of games, so we could let's bring on Baloney for Mackenzie up top in that poacher role. And we'll go from there. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, I'm very, very happy. Why wouldn't I be? It's going very well. Okay, let's close down Palmer Brown. 20 minutes to go. We'll give them a bit more praise again. They've made all 3 subs now. And with 17 minutes to go. How are we doing? Everyone's doing okay. 6.7 Volpato's going to come off for Kokabinski in that role in there. And hopefully that won't make too much of a difference. Kokabinski on, Volpato off. He was on a yellow card on a 6.7, so we should be alright. They do have a corner. Are they going to actually take this, or is it just because we're making a sub? There goes Volpato walking down the side of the pitch. Norwich swings it in. Palmer Brown with the header. Easy for Dennis to gather that one. And 17 minutes to go. They have come back into the game a bit, Doncaster. So we've got to be wary of that. Straight over the top from Dennis. Joe's missed it. Milner's in. Milner's around the keeper. He's hit the post again. He probably should have scored, but we've hit the woodwork 3 times in this game. Oh, I've accidentally clicked on Emmanuel Joe. Which is probably a good thing, because I've been going on about his name for the game. 77 minutes gone. We can't say anything just yet. We probably will be able to in about, yeah, as I say, in a few minutes. That praise should see us through to the end of the game. They've gone attacking. We're going to do we drop down to cautious? I don't know. Graham in behind. Tries to cut it back, and Lusnig wins the header really well. Mundle to Murray. Murray, if we can just keep this defensive line. Palmer Brown. Daly's on the ball, headed away by Kokabinski. Go and get there, go and get there. Milner gets there. Harris comes forward with it, down the left. He gets into the area. Harris beats his man. Can he square it? He shoots. Watson with the save. Harris tried to cross it. Milner keeps it alive. Garbutt puts it back in. It's headed on. Lusnig's shot behind the ball. Behind the line for a corner, sorry. And, oh wow, we've played very, very well in this game, to be honest. Candil Cairndale puts it in. Joe heads it away. Garbut's there. Keeps it alive, but his cross is blocked. It will go for a corner. Bosh, bosh, bosh. 5 minutes to go. Let's get that on there. We can make one more time-wasting sub as well. Baloney not doing well. 6.7 Kokobinski's just come on. Let's do one of the subs, I think. Let's do one of the, obviously let's bring a sub on, Dave. That would make sense. Harry Charsley on for Luznig at wing-back, where Harry Charsley has actually played quite well when he's come on at wing-back. Baloney blocked. Luznig picks it up. He's about to come off. Kokobinski. In it goes. Milner! Oh, he's offside. It was a lovely, lovely cross from Kokobinski and a great little header, I think it was, from Milner. But unfortunately, is he offside? Oh, I don't know. That is close. That is very, very close. But either way, it's 3-0, 2-0, sorry. I don't see them getting back into it. As we throw it up the line, Joe wins the header. Graham's there. 2 minutes of injury time. Milner v Joe. Milner's going to use his pace and get beyond him. Milner shoots Watson with a good save. And now we can just drop all the way down to defensive with 2 minutes to go. And the ball comes in. Selva at the back post. Humphreys off the bar. I think it's an OG. It's an own goal. Stuart Mitchell, the striker, has put it in his own net. And with that, we find ourselves 3-0 up with 2 minutes of injury time to go. As Candle puts the cross in. Selva's there with a header. Humphreys off the bar. And Mitchell heads it into his own net. Probably trying to put it over the bar. But with that, it will be the end of the game, I imagine, as Dennis takes it short. Costanzo out to the left-hand side. There's the full-time whistle. An absolutely wonderful result that sees us certify that place at the top of the table. And, well, next up, Cardiff City. And we'll be back for that game. See you right then. So here we are then, back on game day against Cardiff. And we're not changing the team. The starting lineup is staying the same. Dennis, Costanzo, Humphrey, Selva, Luznig, Garbut, Volpato, Harris, Candle, McKenzie and Milner starts up front. On the bench, Baloney, Kokobinski, Roman, Trotter, Turner, Woodward and Charsley. I think I'm going to take Woodward off because we know Charsley can fill in there and we've got enough defensive options, I think, with Trotter as well. May go for Weston as a different... Oh, do I put Ashby on the bench? No, I'm going to put Ashby on the bench. He is our probably best centre-back that isn't playing at the moment. So we'll go for that. In we go. Cardiff didn't play in the league. They played Tottenham, who beat us in the EFL Trophy. They played Tottenham under-23s and lost 3-0 at home. So they're not in... They may be a little bit depressed by that. So if we, well, yeah, pick up where you left off, that seems like a wonderful thing to say. Passionately, I have faith. Get out there and do this job. Now, whatever happens, we cannot lose top spot and Cardiff can't lose second spot, but it will be a monumental gap if we can win this game. Luznig into Volpato, out to McKenzie. Now, I'm wondering, do we start on balanced? Because I think that makes sense. Cardiff are a good team, bigger than us, so approximate things to think about. We're worth, Folkestone Invicta are now worth around about £8 million last time I checked anyway. Around about 8, I think it was like 7.9, so it's probably just over £8 million now. Cardiff City are worth £29 million, I think it is. Milner's in, Milner shoots and Johnston makes the save. Milner could be an absolutely super... Is that Sam Johnston? It is still Sam Johnston, 33, still playing reasonably well. Picked up on pretty cheap from Stoke, to be honest. Milner could be an absolute bargain for us. Garbut puts it in. Salva at the back post heads it back across, but he was pushed. No, he wasn't pushed. He pushed Lusala. But we've started very well. Luznig, ball in. Costanzo's there, but Johnston claims really well. That is rubbish. I don't know why he's just booted that straight to Luznig. But he did. Volpato, Harris, Costanzo. Moving it around nicely into Harris. Candil. Back to Costanzo. Into Volpato. Volpato to Garbut. Garbut back to Candil. Garbut again. Sort of just trying to beat his man. Harris into Milner. Milner gets round, shoots. Oh, what a finish. Stevie Milner is... I'm very excited by Milner. He is listed as our key player at the club because I checked in there before the game. And, I mean, what was the little pirouette? It was beautiful. Milner the man. And, yeah, he could be very good. He's 19... and he's classed as our star player. That is mental. Soa into Landy. Landy back to Soa. Ball across. Silva heads it away. Keeper probably could have came for it and Theob fires it over the bar. So let's give him some praise. We're away from home and we're 1-0 up, which is good. Look at that 9-point gap with 35 games gone if we can hold on to this win. Very nice indeed. As a corner, it will be Garbut to take it. Garbut swings it in. Selva's there with a header over the bar. So Garbut, I think, next season obviously signed the new contract, taking a wage cut, as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago. I think he could do very well for us next season, even if we go up. But I don't think I'd want him to be my starting left wing back. And I say this most seasons, but if we do go up this year, I think there's going to have to be wholesale changes. A lot of players are going to drop down to the under-23s and the reserves. I think we need to really focus on improving the quality we've got. So players like Selva on loan from AC Milan, we're going to look to have to see if we can get players like him in on a permanent deal. I think experience is needed. We've still got a very relatively young team as Murphy's robbed the ball and Lande puts it past the post. Yeah, I think we just need to focus on filling the gaps that we need with not 19, 21-year-olds, but obviously it does all come down to the budget. The selling of Callum Davies for like 9 million really helped us out to allow us to go and buy some players and get more experienced players on loan to pay their wages, like Volpato, and then bring in, okay, he's not experienced, but Milner and McKenzie are better than what we had, and we had to pay the money to bring it in. As Harris robs the ball really well. I think Milner's just offside. Yeah, he was just offside. It's a free kick. But 36 minutes gone, 1-0 up. This is good. This is good at the moment. And I'm very happy. We'll get creative. Milner picks up the ball into Harris. Back to Garbut. He's tackled, but we should easily have enough to get there. Harris into Selva. Selva back to Dennis. Good. Just keep the ball. Keep the ball. Lovely stuff. Another ball out wide would be fine. Oh no, we go back to Dennis. Recycle it around then. Out here to Selva. Selva into Humphreys. That was a bit of a dangerous pass. Humphreys was panicked into playing that quickly. Harris into Selva again. He goes long. Not the best of passing from Selva, but he's managed to work out. Garbut's there. Can he put it in and find McKenzie? Goes in. McKenzie! It's blocked. It's a corner. I thought Luznig would have headed it at a goal, but he didn't. He went past the post. Or went to lay it back into the box, sorry. Garbut fires it in. Selva at the back post, over the bar again. 5 shots each. 2 on target for us, 1 for them. Possession's pretty equal as well as we get towards half-time. McKenzie blocked. Volpato fires it in. We can't get there. And it's half-time, and Milner's 6th goal of the season has given us the lead. And assertively, don't get complacent. And then defensively? No, passionately, I believe you've got what it takes to not get complacent. This is basically what I'm saying at the moment. We'll end the team talk, get into the second half. We'll ask Ross what he wants to do about kicking people. He says, don't change anything at the moment, lads. Just keep kicking that one guy. Ches out to Murphy. Murphy on the left-hand side of Cardiff. Good tackle there, and possession for them. Candle may come off for Charsley. We'll see in a minute. Garbut, ball in. Costanzo, oh, it's cleared away. Humphreys, it's bouncing around. It's hit the post. I don't even know who hit the post with that, but once again we hit the woodwork in this, and we are going to make that change. It's going to be Charsley. Did I not put... I took the wrong player off the bench. I took Woodward off the bench and not... No, I took Charsley off the bench and not Woodward. Shit. Okay. Kokobinski is the man who's going to come on in that role, and we're actually going to drop you back to an advanced player mode on support then, because you don't like to be that advanced, which is a little bit annoying, as they have a free kick. Landell fires it in. Dennis, top save that one. Top save. We'll give him some praise again. I think we are playing well. They like that. We're going to do next sub on the 70th mark. I think will be McKenzie for Bologna again, like we did last time. They've made a couple of changes, but Ross still wants us... Well, they've made all their changes, actually. Ross wants us to still just kick the one guy at the moment. 66 minutes gone. Yeah, let's make that change now so that it happens in the 70th. McKenzie off. Bologna on. Play there. Everyone is playing very, very well at the moment. 72 minutes gone. Yeah, Luznik can ease off challenges. That's fine. Kokobinski's filling in that role reasonably well as well on 6.7, which is good. 10 minutes to go. Free kick. Garbut fires it in. Humphreys can't get there. Barlow can. And okay, they've got a counter-attack on here. Glatzel, good ball out to Murphy. Murphy, we know he's got pace. He goes round the outside. Murphy shoots. You bastard, Murphy. You bastard. Let's demand a little bit more. I mean, I'm still not, as I said, a draw is still a good result, to be honest. With 5 minutes to go, I'm tempted, as we're the away team, 3 minutes to go. We will play for that draw. That is totally fine. Luznig is absolutely shattered. So he's going to have to come off, and we will bring Woodward on in that spot. It shouldn't change the game too much with that one, as Woodward on 1 minute to go in injury time, 10 seconds to go, so this will probably be it. And as I said, yeah, it is 1-1. I'll take that. I will take 4 points from those two games. We do sort of cement our place at the top. We'll go passionately and say you've proved a lot of people wrong by getting that result. Lovely, lovely stuff. And I think, to be honest, we'll probably go through to the end of the season now. 6 points clear of Cardiff, 9 points clear with the game in hand against Doncaster. Is it too early to say that that one of the top 2 places is secure? I'm not sure. I think we should be okay. I think we should be okay, and that is something I'm very happy about. Into the schedule then. I mean, yeah, see, not many games left. I think we plough through and we come back for either the end of the season or a game that can crown us champions, and I think that's how we play it. I think that's how we do it. But a 3-0 win against the team that were third at home for us I think is good. And then a 1-1 draw away at the team that are second to keep us top of the league, I think is great as well. 25,000 people. So if we have a quick look at what I was chatting about. Yeah, 9.8 million. Okay, so we've gone up quite a lot since I last looked. But there is Steve Milner as our key player, so hopefully we can keep hold of him. There is important news as well, actually, which we'll get onto in a minute. Let me just check. So we were 69 million. I was well off for what I thought Cardiff were. 69.7 million they're worth, which is incredible. But the better news, ladies and gentlemen, let me present... Is he back in the under-23s? Yeah, he is. Let me present to you Johan Tell, staying here for another 2 years. He decided that he actually was happy to stay at the club because there was no interest in him from other clubs. So as soon as he said that, I gave him a new contract. He took a wage cut. He's here for 2 more years. He's going to be 33 when he ends up playing. By the time he's 33, hopefully, he will be very, very happy to be a scout. Something I would consider, but I'm still focusing on my football right now. Fine. We're just putting that in there to say, go on, boy, be a scout. But thank you so much for watching. We'll be back when we've either got a chance to be crowned champions, or it'll be the end of the season where we'll hopefully be at least fighting for first or second and automatic promotion spots. Thank you so much for watching as a jet flies past my condo. For now, I'm out. Cheers.